What's up, guys? So Easter's nearly here, and what's everyone been thinking about? Bunnies, chocolate, and Jesus. Easter eggs? Yes. And if you are like me, that likes the chocolate version more, or you like both, I have adapted this recipe and it made the most delicious, soft chocolate buns. I think you're gonna love the results just like I did. So let's get started.
So the first thing you need to do is to warm up your milk. I put mine in the microwave for about a minute and a half. Just be careful, you don't want the milk to be hot, otherwise the yeast is not going to work. So just make sure that the milk is lukewarm. So in your mixing bowl, just mix your warm milk, a tablespoon of sugar for now, keep the rest for later, and 7 grams of yeast. I'm using instant yeast, but you can use the normal dry yeast. Just give it a light mix and cover with cling film and leave it in a warm place for about 10 minutes or until the mixture is foamy. Meanwhile, just grease your tin with some butter. I'm using a 36 by 24 centimeter tin, but you can use one roughly about the same size or a bit smaller. Just sift some cocoa powder, plain flour. You need 4 cups, but I have divided just 2 cups, and then I'm adding 2 cups now. You need 140 grams of butter. I have melted mine in the microwave for about 30 seconds. So just keep rubbing the butter. You can use your hands, but I like to use a spatula just because it's less mess. Just keep rubbing until it resembles breadcrumbs. So the yeast has done its job, it's nice and foamy. You need to beat an egg for about a minute. Make a well in the center of your flour and cocoa powder. Add your yeast mixture and your egg. Just keep mixing until the dough comes together. I'm using my spatula to do the kneading part. You can do this part on the counter. I'm doing it in the bowl just because it makes less mess. So add a little bit of flour and keep kneading for about 5 minutes. So the dough needs to rest for about an hour in a warm place. I put mine in the oven. The oven is turned off because it's the warmest place in my house.
Oh, it's there.
Look at this dough, it has doubled in size. Just punch it down, get all the air out. So there we go again in my mixing bowl. I'm going to do this kneading part again. You can use the counter if you like. Just add a little bit of flour again and knead the dough for about a minute. Another reason that I like to use the bowl is before we used to have a really small kitchen, so I got used to doing everything inside the bowl, and that's one of the reasons. The other reason is it does do less mess, I think. Add your chocolate, just knead until the chocolate is combined, and there we go. I'm using my counter now. I am a cleaning freak. Divide your dough try to divide it into 15 equal pieces. Put them on your tray, arrange them nicely. Cover them and leave them in a warm place again for about 30 minutes. And while you wait, preheat your oven on 180, about 200 or 180 degrees Celsius, and then you can make your paste that is going on top of your buns. Oh, look at that, they have risen nicely. I'm using a snap lock bag to do the crosses on top. I have made the hole of mine a bit too big, but if you make this recipe, try and make the hole a bit smaller, but it turned out okay anyway. Just bake them on high heat for 10 minutes and then reduce the heat on 160 degrees for 20 minutes. And there you go, the whole house smells like Easter, if there is such a thing like that. Lastly, to make them nice and glossy, shiny, mix your gelatin and hot water. Brush the tops to give them a nice glaze. Apart from bunnies and chocolate eggs, in our household we celebrate Easter as a time of Christ's resurrection, and the cross on top reminds us of that, aside from being a delicious recipe. I'm Monica Wada, and this is What a Wonderful World. Thank you so much for watching. Till next time.